Hello and welcome to this webinar. It's going to be a very informative session. We are going to be talking all about the Solopreneur's Guide to AI, how to skyrocket your business with AI tools. My name is Leslie Samuel, and I'm so excited to be doing this webinar in partnership, in collaboration with GetResponse, my favorite email marketing platform out there. And we're gonna dig into some content that I believe can transform the way you do business. So here's what we're gonna cover in this webinar. Number one, we're gonna be talking about using AI for business planning. Number two, we're gonna get into using AI for content. And then number three, we're gonna get into using AI for marketing. Those are the three topics that we're gonna get into. And I hope you're ready because of everything that I've taught in the last decade plus. I believe that what I'm going to share with you today has the potential to change everything about the way you do business. Now, if that sounds kind of crazy, just keep watching. Now, before we get into those three topics, you may be wondering who in the world is this guy, this Leslie Samuel guy, this excited, energetic guy that's in front of you right now. Well, I want to give you a little bit about my backstory because that's going to set the scene for what we're going to do today. This story starts when I was in college. Way back in the days, I went to college. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. My major was biology at the time because, I did well in biology, so I decided I'm gonna take biology. But then something happened on one specific day. I signed up for a class called Systems Physiology. And I remember I went to that class. And on the first day of the class, the professor was talking about the nervous system. He was talking about the brain and the spinal cord and how it all works together. He started talking about neurons and how they send signals throughout the body. And what fascinated me the most is when he started to talk about an individual neuron. And we basically went into all of the aspects of that neuron, and my mind was blown. But it didn't just stop there. Then we went into the circulatory system where we started talking about how blood flowed through the heart and how that all worked. And I was amazed because I was saying, man, all of this stuff is happening inside of me, inside of these individual cells. That was so exciting to me that I just wanted to learn more. So I decided right then and there, I wanted to do what that professor was doing. I was gonna go on for a master's in neurobiology and a PhD in neurobiology so that I could be a university professor teaching about the neuron so that I could get students excited about the circulatory system. So I started my master's degree in neurobiology and I finished that degree. But while I was doing that, something happened because I was doing my research, and my research was on a very exciting topic. It was on crickets. Yay, crickets. And I remember I would take these crickets and I would take them into the lab and I would put them under a microscope and dissect these crickets and record from their neurons. And after spending so much time in the lab, I realized that I hated that kind of research. That was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to be in front of a classroom. I want to be teaching those students. I want to talk about the nervous system. I want to talk about the circulatory system. I just want to teach people how this all works. But there was one little problem. And that little problem was, well, I didn't have the PhD. You kind of need a PhD in order to be a university professor. And not only did I not have the PhD, I didn't want to do it anymore. I didn't want to continue doing all of that research. I just wanted to teach. Now, around the same time, I had been learning about online business and marketing and YouTube and how people were creating content and putting it on the internet and having an impact and growing businesses. And I decided, wait a minute, I don't need a PhD to teach people. I could just teach people on the internet. And that's exactly what I started doing. I started making YouTube videos, and you can see many of those YouTube videos here on my channel. And then I started talking about the neuron and about the nervous system, the circulatory system, and all that good stuff. I started adding those videos to my website and to my blog, and that channel has now grown. My YouTube channel has now grown to over 255,000 subscribers, but it didn't end there because, I had a dream. I wanted to become a university professor. And interestingly enough, because of what I was doing online, I became a university professor. I got invited to become a professor in a doctoral program, teaching students that were getting their doctorates in physical therapy. Not because I had a PhD, but because I had taken action and I had started doing the exact thing I wanted to do. I started teaching. But then something happened. Something significant happened that changed everything about my life. And that thing, you know what? Let me just show you.
Okay, I'm getting excited.
He's got brush. Oh, he's cute. I know. Oh, Mama, he's so cute.
That's what I'm doing. Oh, can I do it now?
This
my little boy.
is the moment
That's my little
that
boy.
changed everything. That was my little boy. We had our first child, our son Noah. And when that happened, everything changed. Because the reality was, yes, I had my dream job, but I was working, I was working around the clock, y'all. I was doing my online business, running 2 online businesses. I was teaching in a doctoral program, and I hardly had any time for my family. So my wife and I had a conversation, and I decided to quit my job. In fact, this was the podcast episode that I put out there. I quit my job. Now what? And since then, I've been on an amazing journey, traveling around the world, speaking on some awesome stages from Australia to all over the US to throughout the Caribbean. I've been able to be featured in news segments talking about all kinds of topics related to technology and social media and YouTube and all of that good stuff because I had taken action and started creating content. Now, I am a solopreneur. I've been building my business online. I've been using YouTube and video content to create those videos and grow my channel to 255 subscribers. Now, let's talk about what AI has done for me on this journey. Because, up until even last year, it was a serious struggle to create 1 video per week. Now, at this time, I had an assistant. At this time, I had a partner, and we were all working in the business, and it was a challenge to keep up with that. But then, at the beginning of this year, I actually lost my assistant, and I parted with my partner, and it was me in my business alone. Now, what's interesting is around this time, I started learning about AI. And with the help of AI, I did a challenge and I was able to make 30 videos in 30 days. And that would not have been possible if it were not for AI. Not only have I been able to make those 30 videos, but throughout that process, I've been able to leverage AI to come up with emails to promote that content, social media content to promote that content. And my platforms have grown significantly as a result. And what I want to do with you today is I want to talk about how you can use AI to maximize your output. Now, what I am not talking about is having some machine do all this work for you. You don't have to do anything anymore because you got this powerful AI bot that's just going to do everything. No, that's not what today is about. That's not what this webinar is about. This webinar is about how you can leverage AI in order to grow your business. Now, I want to talk about why you should even be thinking about AI for your business. Number one, because it saves time. The reality is AI is faster than you. It's faster than me. It's faster than any human being I know. It also saves money because a lot of the things that you would pay a significant amount of money to experts for, you can actually leverage AI in order to do that. It also, as a result of saving you time and saving you money, it increases your productivity. So if saving time, saving money, increasing productivity sounds good to you, then you're in the right place. Now, I want to address something because some people might be thinking about AI from different perspectives. And one concern could be that AI will replace humans. Now, I want to definitively make the statement, and this is I saw someone make this statement on Twitter. I wish I could attribute it to the right person. And since then, I've seen so many others say the same thing. But I do not believe that AI will replace humans. However, humans with AI will replace humans without AI. Because if you, with AI, can save time, save money, and be more productive, that makes you more valuable in terms of business, at least, more valuable than someone else that is not using AI to accomplish the same things. Now, I want to give you some guiding principles. These are the guiding principles that I use when it comes to AI. Number one, I treat AI like it's a personal assistant. Many of the things that I would pass off to a personal assistant to do, well, now I just pass it off to AI, and it can do it very quickly. Number two, I also treat AI like an expert. And number three, I know that AI will make mistakes. What I don't want for you to do as a result of what we're going to talk about today is, man, AI is awesome. I'm going to use AI for everything. And everything AI says is what I'm going to do and create all my content and yada, yada. I don't even need to do any work anymore. But the reality is AI is not perfect. AI will make mistakes. And it's important for you and I to, yes, leverage it, but we want to double check. We want to make sure that the content that we're putting out there and the things that we're doing, the things that we're sharing, it's accurate. Because that's our responsibility as the business owner, as the one that is looking for others to trust us and do business with us. All right? So let's get into our first section for today, using AI for business planning. I want to share something with you that has transformed the way I use AI. And we're going to look at this specifically in reference to ChatGPT, but the concept applies across the board in many cases. When it comes to ChatGPT, a lot of people talk about the ideal prompts, and they will give you a list of tons of prompts, and those can be valuable and they can be useful. But I find there to be a more useful approach, and I want to share this approach with you. It's an approach that I haven't heard anyone else share in this way, and that is this. Number one, when it comes to prompting, first you share, hey, here's what I'm dealing with. Then you share, here's what I want to accomplish. And lastly, this is the expertise I need from you. Now, we're going to look at a number of examples of how we can do this to make this as practical as possible. And like I said, the first tool we're going to use is the tool that's getting so much notoriety and popularity today, and that is ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a platform that was created by OpenAI, and it uses text prompts, and it can do a whole lot. And I'm going to show you the whole lot that it can do, and we're going to get into that right now. So I want to give you some examples. I'm going to pull up my ChatGPT screen here, and I want to talk first about, this is a section on using AI for business planning. So let's look at ChatGPT, and I want to give you an example of a prompt that I used to ask ChatGPT to help me with some business planning. So I'm acting as if, well, no, I'm not acting as if I have a YouTube channel that has over 255,000 subscribers. I do have that, but I'm acting as if I'm not sure where to go and I need some guidance, and we're gonna see the kind of guidance that ChatGPT is gonna give me right now. So let's do it, because this is gonna be exciting. So here we have, I have a business where I create YouTube videos to help university students learn biology. My focus is specifically on anatomy and physiology. Many of my viewers are studying to be nurses and doctors. I've grown my channel to 255,000 subscribers, and we're getting 100 to 200,000 views per month and growing. Now, what I've shared so far is, here's where I am. Here's what I'm dealing with, okay? Then I'm going to go to the next section where we're going to talk about, here's what I'm trying to accomplish. So currently, I'm the only person working in my business. However, I need to take things to the next level. I want to turn this into a sustainable business, but need guidance. Please, and this is the last part, right? Now I'm going to say, here's the expertise I need from you. Please act as an expert business consultant specializing in building companies leveraging YouTube, and help me develop a plan to grow this thing by leaps and bounds. So as you can see, what I've done here is I've said, hey, this is where I am. This is what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm trying to accomplish. And this is the expertise that I need from you. That's not a specific prompt. That's a prompt that is specific to my situation that I just made up. Well, kind of made up. And now I'm basically speaking to it as if it's a human, and I'm telling it what I need, and let's see what it comes up with. All right, so this is what we have. Congratulations. It's always very polite. It tells me all kind of great stuff about how I've laid a strong foundation and yada, yada, yada. And then it breaks down a comprehensive plan to help me scale. Phase 1 to 2 months, research and planning. And it gives me an idea of what I can do in this phase, from audience analysis, conducting surveys, competitive analysis, a SWOT analysis, and even financial planning. Phase 2 is the content strategy, which is ongoing, and that is to plan for the next 6 months, my content calendar, quality over quantity, collaborations, SEO optimization. Phase 3, monetization, 3 to 6 months. So it gives me a 6-phase plan that is over the next 1 to 2 years on all of the things it thinks I should do. I mean, come on, yo, this sounds amazing. This is giving me a level of expertise that if I were to hire a consultant or a coach in order to do this for me or to help me to plan this out, it would cost a pretty penny. I'm not gonna lie. But it's doing this for me for free. But it doesn't stop there. But wait, there's more. We want to dig even deeper. I said, yes, let's dive deeper into phase 1. Please come up with a comprehensive plan to help me in those first 2 months. And now it breaks down those first 2 months on a week-by-week basis. Research and planning, weeks 1 to 2, how I can analyze my audience. Week 3, the competitive analysis, how I will identify competitors, and so on and so forth. The week 4, the SWOT analysis, week 5 and 6, financial planning. I mean, it is giving me an entire roadmap. And the beauty of this is I don't have to just take what it says here. I can dig deeper in any of these areas so that it can give me more guidance and more resources. Now, I want to share something that blows a lot of people's minds. Some people come to me and they say, okay, it's great. I remember I did a talk on this in St. Martin, and someone came to me and said, it's so awesome that you know exactly what to ask. And because you know exactly what to ask, it can give you so much valuable information. And I wish I knew exactly what to ask. Well, I was in St. Martin doing a workshop, and I decided, you know what? Since you think you need to know a whole lot to do well with ChatGPT, I'm going to show you how to do it if you have no idea what to do. So I asked for for a volunteer in the audience, and someone raised their hand. And rather than me telling you what their situation is, I'm going to show you the prompt that we used right there live and came up with a comprehensive business plan within minutes. Now, check this out. So here I am, and here's what I have. I live on the Caribbean island of St. Martin. I work as a bank officer. However, this is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm employed looking to accomplish financial independence, retire early. I have no idea what I should do. I'm into real estate, fitness, and consultancy. I don't even know what to ask you to help me. Can you act as my business/life coach and ask me what you need to ask me in order for you to best help me decide on which direction to go with my life? Basically, I don't even know what I'm doing. This is my situation. I don't know what to ask you. Help me. So help me know what I need to give you so that you can help me in a way that makes sense. That is the most almost ignorant prompt ever, right? I'm just basically saying, I don't know what to do, and I need you to help me figure out how to give you information for you to help me. Let's see what ChatGPT by the way, I should tell you this. I call ChatGPT Chatty G. That's my nickname for ChatGPT because Chatty G, that's my dog, and he be helping me out in so many ways. And we're gonna look to her right now and see what she comes up with. Let's dig into this because this is gonna be awesome. Absolutely. I'd be happy to help. Here are some questions for you that could help us determine a suitable direction for you. Real estate. You mentioned that you are interested in real estate. What aspects of real estate intrigue you most? Would you like to invest in it, flip properties, or perhaps start a real estate brokerage or consultancy firm? Number 2, fitness. What about fitness excites you? Do you see yourself starting a gym, becoming a personal trainer, creating a fitness app, or perhaps combining fitness with travel for people who come to St. Martin? Now, when we read this, the entire audience was like, oh my goodness, that is an amazing idea. Even the lady that this is about, she was like, oh my goodness, that is perfect. I would love to do something like that. And Chatty G gave a whole bunch of other suggestions and questions. Now, yes, she could take the time and answer all these questions, and Chatty G could help her figure out some more things. But she loved that idea so much that we decided to take it and run with it. And let's see what we did next. Okay, even with what you just asked, this is my prompt. I love the idea of combining fitness with travel for people who come to St. Martin. Can you create a detailed business plan and a business and financial plan for me for that idea? Absolutely. I'm glad you found the idea that resonates with you. Let's get started. And now it gives me a business plan, an executive summary, a fitness tourism business in St. Martin offering unique exercise experiences combined with sightseeing. Programs will cater to a wide variety of fitness levels and interest groups, from yoga on the beach to hiking tours, making the most of the island's natural beauty. It gives a company description, market analysis, organization and management, a whole bunch of details, an entire financial plan. And at this point now, we're in the room like, oh my goodness, this is gold. But of course, we don't stop just there. we then say, hey, you know what? For the business plan section, that's a great start, but I need more details. Can you flesh out a sample business plan that includes all of the details you refer to? And here we have an amazing business plan. Check it out. Executive summary. It gives it a name. Fit Island Tours is a fitness tourism company based in St. Martin, the Dutch Caribbean, etc., etc. It talks about what they offer. It gives a company description, market analysis. St. Martin welcomes an estimated 500,000 tourists annually, and the global wellness tourism market is projected to grow steadily. It goes on and talks about the service line, marketing and sales, how we will do that, funding and financial projections. And then I said, the idea of marketing, I'm not even sure where to start. Where do I start? Now, it then gives me an entire marketing plan. And I mean, listen, I hope you're starting to see that ChatGTP ain't no joke, and that by leveraging ChatGTP, we can come up with all kinds of amazing plans so that we can do things in our business that are going to be focused on what we are trying to accomplish. So the first thing is you can use ChatGTP and save thousands in consulting by hiring ChatGTP. I mean, you've just seen that, within minutes, we've been able to come up with some amazing plans and strategies so that we can now take action in our business. So that is using, we're just getting started here, y'all, but that is using ChatGTP, AI, ChatGPT, let's be a little proper, ChatGTP in order to do your business planning. But we got to move on to the next section. The next section, we're going to talk about using AI for content. Now, this idea that I got for using AI for content came to me because of an experience that I have. One of the things I've been blessed and privileged to do is to be a part of a TV series called Strange Evidence. This is on the Science Channel, which is on the Discovery Network. And it was a very interesting experience, especially the first time I got to work on this TV show, because I went there, they set me up in a studio, and there were teams of writers and researchers and producers that did a bunch of work beforehand and presented me with everything I needed in order to be an expert biologist on this TV show. Now, the TV show is about really interesting and weird phenomenon that's captured on camera, and they bring in experts to try to uncover what in the world is going on. And I was the biologist of the team, and I basically just sat there while they, who had done all of the research, gave me all this information for me to say, quite frankly, for me to look smart without really knowing what I'm talking about. And it was interesting because I thought to myself, wait a minute, this allowed me to be so much more efficient and create some amazing content for this TV show. What if I had a team like that for myself? And I started looking around to find, expert biologists that could help me in creating content. And what I found is that because of the level of expertise I needed, it would have been extremely expensive. It would have been, except for ChatGTP. I decided, you know what? I'm going to push this. I am going to use ChatGPT to do my research, to come up with content ideas, to come up with things that I could do quickly and easily. And I'm going to show you, I want to walk you through now one example of how this can be done. So when we did this webinar live, I asked for someone to volunteer to tell me what they do. And we were going to come up with, we came up with a content plan literally within about 2-3 minutes. And I'm going to show you what we came up with. So let's read the prompt. I'm a 55-year-old mini farmer, and I offer life coaching with a gardening approach for burnt out entrepreneurs. Starting with, here's where I am. This is where I'm coming from, basically. Number 2, I want to create YouTube videos to attract my target audience, but I need some ideas. This is what I need. Please come up with 10 content ideas that would do very well in attracting that audience. And then it says, certainly, here are 10 content ideas for your YouTube channel that combine life coaching with a gardening approach, tailored for burnt out entrepreneurs. Number 1, From Seed to Success series. Each episode can focus on a specific plant and its growth journey, drawing parallels to entrepreneurial challenges and growth. For example, how a tomato plant faces pests and weather challenges can be likened to business obstacles. And then number 2, Pruning Your Life. Discuss the importance of cutting away the unnecessary, whether it's dead branches in a garden or unproductive habits in life and business. And it goes on with 8 more really awesome ideas. So I said, I like number 2, Pruning Your Life. Let's do a series on that. Come up with 5 video ideas that I can do in that series. And here are the ideas. It came up with the title, the description, and the life coaching tie-in. The art of pruning, basics and benefits, identifying the deadwood, recognizing what holds you back. It gives the description and a life coaching tie-in. And it continues on with 5 interesting ideas. Then I said, let's go with number 2. Please outline that video for me. And it outlines the entire thing, identifying the deadwood, recognizing what holds you back. It talks about the visuals that you can use, the narration that you can give, the different sections. And it just breaks it down so quickly and easily. And it literally did this within a few seconds. All it took was me telling, this is where I am and here is what I want. I've used this to come up with lists of content ideas. I've used this to come up with outlines. I've used it to come up with entire scripts for me that I will go through now and modify to make my own. And the key thing here is, instead of having an entire team of researchers and script writers and all of that stuff, I could leverage this tool just to do all of that stuff. And the cost is either free if you go with ChatGPT, the free version, or $20 a month as of right now, while I'm doing this training, for the plus version. And the plus version is a little more advanced. However, you can do so much with the free version. All right. But wait, there's a whole lot more. What I want to do now, because ChatGPT, we spent a lot of time on ChatGPT, I want to show you a bunch of other tools that you can use because, hey, it's amazing what AI allows us to do. And what we're going to do now is dive into some of the other things you can use, other AI tools that you can use to help you make content better, faster, easier, all that good stuff. The first one is an alternative to ChatGPT, and it's a free alternative called Claude.ai. If you go to Claude.ai, it's by a company called Anthropic. And this is pretty much similar to ChatGPT, except it can take larger bits of text, because sometimes I go and I say, hey, I need you to summarize this article for me, or summarize this whatever. And the text that I paste into ChatGPT is longer than ChatGPT can handle. Whenever that happens, I just hop on over to Claude and I get Claude to summarize that for me. And I might do everything I want within Claude, or I might take the summary from Claude and bring it back into ChatGPT in order to do some of the other things that I would normally do with my content. So Claude.ai, it is 100% free as of right now, and it does an amazing job. In fact, some people prefer Claude to even ChatGPT Plus. So that is one for you to check out. The next one is one that I use regularly because of the kind of content I create, and that's chatpdf.com. And yes, it does allow you to chat with any PDF. Let me explain how I use this. Sometimes for the content that I create, because of the nature of the content, I need to do some research and I need to go back to some journal articles or whatever the case might be. And those journal articles are long articles that I can get the PDF for. I can then take that PDF and I can upload it here to chatpdf.com, and then it will summarize that article for me. I can ask it, give me a bullet point summary. I can say, explain this to me as if I were a 5-year-old. I can ask it questions about the research and what they did, and did they find this? Was there any correlation between this and this? And it will do that for me within seconds. I didn't have to read the entire research article. I will let ChatPDF do that for me, and then I will get the answers that I am looking for without having to spend hours doing that research. Saves a lot of time, and I absolutely love it. The next one is for people like me that edit their own videos, and that's called Glasp. We'll get to TimeBolt in a second. Glasp.co. This is great, a great tool in that you can go to any YouTube video. It's an extension that you install, and it will show you the transcript right next to it. Not just that, but I can click on this little icon here, and it will take me directly to ChatGPT to summarize the video, so I can ask it questions about the video, and rather than watching the entire 10-minute or 30-minute or hour-long video, I can just get a summary of it, get the important points that I need to get, and that saves a lot of time. And then for the editors like myself, TimeBolt. Now, here's how I use this. When I record a video, that video can be on any topic. And when I do that, I make mistakes. I might say, or I might pause, I might say a section again, repeat it, and so on. And then I need to do an edit. On the first editing run, I need to cut it down and take out all of the mistakes and make it as perfect as possible. This is a process that normally takes me about 2 hours for a 5-minute video or a 10-minute video, but that's what it used to take me. Now with TimeBolt, it might take me 5 minutes, 5 to 8 minutes maximum, because what this will do is it will analyze the video and it will automatically detect the silences, remove those silences. It will show all of the individual sections, and if this is a mistake, I can click on it, and when I click on it, it will remove it, and it makes that editing process so much faster. Like I said, instead of 2 hours, 5 minutes. I love it. This is part of how I've been able to make 30 videos in 30 days. Now, what if you want to make pictures? Now, a great tool for that is midjourney.com. Now, Midjourney is a platform that will allow you to create images using simple text prompts. So, for example, a single watercolor boho flower with a long green something, and it makes that for you right there. Now, here's the thing about Midjourney. If you've tried it out, you will probably see that sometimes it's really challenging to come up with the right prompts. So I want to share a tip for doing that as well. You can actually use a plugin for ChatGPT. If you do have the plus version of ChatGPT, you can install the photorealistic plugin. And what that will do is it will come up with the most amazing prompts for you to use for Midjourney. Let me give you an example. I have one client that, she makes, let's just say, she makes 7 figures selling herbs and other products for chickens. And she might want to create an image of a chicken in a coop. Now, if you use the photorealistic plugin, I can say, create an image of a chicken in a coop, and it will create a detailed description, a detailed prompt. It will create 2 options. Option number 1, where it says a domestic chicken nestled comfortably in a rustic wooden coop, surrounded by straw and a few scattered feed grains. And it will talk about the photography, the style, the lighting, the type of camera they want used, and the lens and the resolution, and all these different things, the depth of field. And now I have a very detailed prompt to bring into Midjourney. So I went and I did both of these prompts. For the first prompt, this is what it came up with. This is fully generated by AI. I could not come up with a prompt that's this good, but ChatGPT with the photorealistic plugin was able to do it, and now I have these 4 amazing options. When I use the second prompt, this is what came up. I mean, come on, y'all. I mean, this is amazing. I don't have to be an expert prompter. I just use ChatGPT with the photorealistic plugin to come up with really detailed prompts so that I can use on Midjourney. All right, we've got one more awesome AI tool that I want to share with you, and that is Opus Clips. Opus Clips is a service that will allow you to take one long video and create 10 viral clips. Basically, you can take a video and cut it up into reels. And this is, I mean, it's mind-blowing what it can do in a few minutes. It will chop that video up, and it will basically transcribe the text, analyze the text to see how it can edit that video in a way that makes sense, so that if you get a 30-second reel or a 45-second reel, it flows in a logical way. It's going to add captions to it and even emojis. And you can see these captions that it added to these videos here. It does it so amazingly well. There are a lot of companies that approach me on a daily basis offering to make reels for me, and they will charge me a few $100s, maybe $400, $500, $600, even more to do this for me. And what I've come to realize is that many of those companies, they just use these services and they charge you hundreds of dollars for it. Well, this one, you can start for free and you can pay as little as, I think, $19 a month and do your own within minutes. It's awesome. Now, it's not going to be perfect. You might need to go in there and make some little tweaks, but you don't have to be the one going through, editing everything, cutting it down and all that stuff, because the AI can do this for you within minutes. I mean, come on. This is awesome. Okay. I want to give you 2 important notes. Note number 1, you always want to double check for accuracy. Don't just assume that the information you're getting from ChatGPT or from Claude or from any of these platforms is accurate. You are responsible for the content that you are using and publishing, so make sure to double check for accuracy. Number 2, don't hide your AI policies and practices. If you are using AI to help you with content, then be upfront about it. I'm actually right now working on an AI disclosure page for my websites. All of my blogs are going to have that AI disclosure page, just letting people know that I leverage AI and specifically ChatGPT in order to help me with the content so that I can serve you better. I'm being honest with this. I'm not trying to act as if I am doing all the stuff that I'm not doing, but I am leveraging those things so that I can serve my audience better. All right, we've got one more section. Using AI for marketing. We've spoken about using AI for business planning. We've spoken about using it for content. Now we got to get the word out there. And of course, the first tool we're going to use is ChatGPT. Now, I want to show you how I've used ChatGPT for marketing. A big part of my marketing is actually email marketing. I have multiple email lists, and whenever I create content or I have something to promote, I will promote it to my email list. Now, back in June, I did a course on ChatGPT for entrepreneurs, and I wanted to promote this to my list. It was a live course. Let me just show you what I did, because on the Tuesday, I decided I wanted to do this course, and I wanted to start promoting it on the Wednesday. So let's just see what we did. All right. I said, okay, today is Wednesday, June 14th. Now, this is a chat where it already helped me come up with a number of things, from outlines to the sales page, a welcome email, sales video, and everything. So I then said, okay, today is Wednesday, June 14th. And the course starts on Tuesday, June 20th. I want to start promoting it to my email list, keeping in mind that the price increases on Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Please come up with an email marketing plan for me to use from now until the event. I just said, hey, you come up with a plan for me and let's see what it does. Absolutely. Here's a simple yet effective email marketing plan for your course promotion. Email 1, course announcement and early bird offer, Wednesday, June 14th. The purpose is to announce the course and give your email list first access to your early bird pricing. Here's the subject. And then email 2, a reminder. Email 3, last chance for early bird pricing, goes out Friday, June 16th. Afternoon, 2 to 3 hours before the price increase. It's basically giving me an entire email marketing plan here. And then I say, okay, I want you to write those 5 emails for me based on everything I've said so far. I've also rewritten the script for the sales video that gives a bit more personal info related to my experience. Use the plan you just came up with and the script I use for my sales video. Write those 5 emails for me. Here's the script. And I pasted the script. And then it wrote all of the emails for me. And you know what? I used these emails almost exactly as they were. Then I said, now create a comprehensive social media marketing plan for me, leveraging my Facebook profile. And it said, absolutely, here's a comprehensive social media marketing plan specifically designed for your Facebook profile. And then it tells you what to post on day 1, on Thursday. 2 posts. These are the posts that you're going to do. Share a testimonial of how ChatGPT has helped you with a specific business task. And share a fun fact or interesting insight about AI or ChatGPT. It does the whole plan for me. I don't know what else to say, man. I don't know what else to say. This is awesome stuff right here. And I hope you see the power, because I went from on Tuesday having the idea to by Wednesday having a sales page, the sales copy, a sales video, and all of the emails that I needed to promote the entire course. So then all I had to do was show up and do the course. And it turned out to be an amazing experience. And I got just about the exact number of people into the course that I wanted. It's a beautiful thing. Now, if it were just me, and I didn't have AI, that would have taken me maybe a month or so just to get everything prepared. But it took me 24 hours to set it all up. Now, that to me is amazing. Now, email, I showed you how I use ChatGPT in order to come up with my email marketing plan. What I want to show you now is how I'm using GetResponse. I think it's gonna blow your mind, because they have some tools coming up that they've given me access to, and I want to share that with you so that you can see it. First one, this is a tool that is already available if you're on a paid account. So I want to show you this because the other day when I was gonna do this webinar and I needed to send out an email to my list to let them know about this webinar. So I went into GetResponse to create an email. And then it says, how do you want to create your email? Do I want to do it by myself or with AI email generator? So I chose AI email generator. So we're going to click on that. Then it asks me, what is your email about? I said, I'm doing a free webinar tomorrow called The Solopreneur's Guide to AI. I already emailed my list about it, and I'm sending a reminder email today. My business is marketing coaching, and I wanted to have a friendly tone. And then I chose a design, and then I clicked on generate. It started working and preparing that email, and within a few seconds, bam, there's the email. Unleash the power of AI in your marketing. Hey there, I just want to remind you about the free webinar happening tomorrow. It's called The Solopreneur's Guide to AI, and I think you'll find it super helpful. In the webinar, we'll be diving into how AI can revolutionize your marketing strategies and help you grow your business as a solopreneur. You'll learn practical tips and strategies that you can start implementing right away. I know how overwhelming AI can be, but trust me, this webinar will break it down into simple, actionable steps that anyone can follow. Whether you're an AI newbie or already familiar with the concept, I promise you will walk away with some valuable insights. And did I mention it's totally free? Don't miss out on this opportunity to level up your marketing game. Join us tomorrow for an hour of power-packed information and practical tips. Click on the link below to secure your spot. Now, where did it get all that information from? I didn't tell it all of this, but it was able to intelligently come up with an email that contained the bulk of what I would say if I wrote the email. So what I ended up doing is I modified it just a little bit. So I added some stuff like, hey, Leslie here. I kept this section. I put in a button higher up, and I just kind of personalize it a little bit. And I said, P.S., if you can't attend live, still click here to register so that you can get the recording. It'll be worth it. Listen, this saved me time. Right there within my email marketing system, I was able to have it generate an entire email just by giving it a little bit of info. Now, I think that's awesome. But that's not the tool that I was trying to hint at, because there's another tool that's coming out over the next few days. By the time you watch this, it may already be available. And that is AI campaigns. Because these guys decided they want to take it to the next level and they want to fully embrace AI. So I want to show you what that looks like. Okay, let's just look. When you come here to tools, you click on AI campaigns. It gives you a way to fast track your campaign by just clicking on create campaign. Then I entered what I wanted to do. I have a video on the cardiac cycle in my biology channel. And that video, I have a free guide that goes along with it. So I want people to sign up to my email list in order to get the guide. So here's what I do. I come here and I say, cardiac cycle guide. That is the name of it. The link list, interactive biology. And then I give a little bit of information. What are your product or service highlights? I offer a free cardiac cycle guide to help my audience learn about the nuances of the cardiac cycle. It goes along with a video I published on YouTube on the same topic. I will then keep them updated on the latest videos I publish and the latest news in biology. Our mission is to make biology fun for students and teachers. I work in the education field. I want to reach college students studying to be nurses and doctors. My company name is Interactive Biology, and I want my stuff to sound friendly because I like to sound friendly. Friendly is nice. I like friendly. So let's go with friendly. And then next step, I choose the design. Now, before I show you what this does, in order for me to set up something like this, right? What do I need? I need a landing page, right? And this is something that I need to create. I need a welcome email so that when they sign up, they get this welcome email. It gives them access to the download and all of that good stuff. And number 3, I might need another email to send to them maybe a week later or a day later, or however I want to do that. And that will take me a little bit to come up with, right? Because it takes work and it's technology and all that stuff. Let's see what happens. It starts generating a landing page, a welcome email, and a newsletter. And within like a minute or so, I have an entire campaign with a landing page, a welcome email, and a newsletter. Okay, so now I want to show you this because I think it's kind of awesome. Okay, so I'm going into my GetResponse account right now, and I'm going to show you what it created. I want to let you know that I did not modify any of this. So what you see is what was generated completely by the AI campaign generator. All right, So first, let's go with the landing page. Here is my landing page. You can see it has Unlock the Mysteries of the Cardiac Cycle. Join my mailing list to receive a free cardiac cycle guide and stay updated on the latest videos and news in biology. It has these 3 images. Subscribe now. Subscribe now. Don't miss out on our exciting biology content. Yada yada yada. It then, decided 400 plus nursing and medical students have already benefited from the cardiac cycle guide. We've helped over 80 students achieve a better understanding. Join our community of over 500 biology enthusiasts, yada, yada. Now, I can go in. Here's the thing, right? This is just a starting point, and it's just setting everything up for me. How can I access the free cardiac cycle guide? What other resources do you offer? These are some FAQs. Now, here's the thing. You may not like the design here, right? So you might want to change some things. You might want to quickly change the color. You might want to say, hey, this is a little too big, too much space at the top. I want less space. So you can do some quick tweaks and you can change the text and all of that just to make it the way you want it to be. I don't like how much space it puts, but the key thing here is I have a starting point. And I didn't have to do a ton of work to set this all up. It put in that information for me, and it came up with this design for me. And of course, there's also a thank you page that it created automatically. Then, here's the email. Unlock the secrets of the cardiac cycle. Their subscriber name. Thank you for signing up to Interactive Biology. We're excited to have you on board. It has this picture here of young kids. I might not like this picture, so I might say, let's replace this with, these look more like college students. So I might say, let's go with this. At Interactive Biology, our aim is to make biology a captivating subject for students and educators. As a special thank you for joining our community, we're offering you a complimentary cardiac cycle guide. This guide, along with our YouTube video, will help you to understand the intricacies of the cardiac cycle in an engaging way. We'll keep you regularly updated on our latest videos, YouTube videos, and share the most exciting news in the field of biology. Get ready to, listen, I don't even have to go through the whole thing. The key thing here is it created this welcome email for me. It also created this follow-up email for me, Unleash the Power of Biology with Interactive Updates. And it basically wrote this out for me. It set it up, it formatted it. I can come in here, I can make the tweaks that I want to tweak, and without going to another tool, just from inside my email marketing service, I can get all of these AI features to do all this stuff for me without me having to do as much work as I would have had to if I didn't have it. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty amazing. And that is just giving you a glimpse of what you can do with AI. So, we've looked at using AI for business planning. We've looked at AI for content. We've looked at using AI for marketing. The question is, now that you have all this insight, what should you do? And I want to give you some action steps. Number 1, assess the kind of work you do. What do you do in your business right now? What are the tasks that you are doing? What are the tasks that you have other people doing? What are the tasks that you don't have other people doing because you can't afford to get other people to do it? Once you've decided on those things, you now decide what you need help with. What do you need help with? Do you need help with making your videos, editing your videos, coming up with content ideas, doing the research? Do you need help with coming up with images? What do you need help with? And once you've decided that, choose the tool or the tools that is going to help you based on what we went over today and start using them. Use them on a daily basis so that you can get the hang of it. It's one thing to see me doing this. It's another thing to do it yourself and start to figure out the different nuances and how it applies to your business. I've been teaching online marketing since 2008. So that is, 15 years? Oh, whoa, that's a long time. I've been doing this for 15 years. And of everything that I've taught, I believe that what I teach about AI has the potential within an hour or so, like we had with this training, to change everything about the way you do work, to make you so much more effective at what you do. And I want to encourage you to take full advantage of this revolution that is going on in the industry right now, this AI revolution. Now, if you are interested in using the AI features of GetResponse, the awesome news is that if you do sign up using this link, or if you're watching this later on, there's going to be a link in the description. You can use that as well. If you use that link to sign up, you will get 10% off, not just for 1 month, but you will get 10% off for the life of your GetResponse account. So there's never been a better time to take advantage of this. This is the service that I've been recommending for the longest time. And to be quite honest, I left for a while, but I came back. I had to come back because when I compare what I get with GetResponse to what I see in other places, especially at the price that GetResponse is at, I just had to come back here. And now with these AI features, it takes things to the next level. So if you want to take advantage of that, head on over to iamlesliesamuel.com/getresponse. It will automatically give you a 10% off discount. If you're on a free plan right now and you want to upgrade, you can use that link to upgrade and you will still get that discount. This is for all new accounts or upgraded accounts from people that are using free accounts. So that's it. My name is Leslie Samuel. Thank you so much for joining me on the Solopreneur's Guide to AI. I hope you got a ton of value from that, and wishing you all the best on your AI journey. Take care.